another one. The prosecution asked Kobe, how even was a pop gun if he never spoke to Rocky about it? That was completely misstating what Kobe said on the record. Completely. Kobe didn't say he never spoke to Rocky about it. He said the opposite. He said they did speak about it prior to November 6, 2021, in September of 2021 in Harlem at that governor's ball thing. And after he first saw it at the DMV video, he said they spoke about it. But he was ripped apart, dude. You never spoke to Rocky about that, you said. He didn't say that.
And he said he saw it. He saw it, and they used it in their videos.
Yeah, heard it.
He said he used it in his videos, and ASAP Rocky
Before 2 weeks ago, neither he nor any member of law enforcement ever tried to reach out to 12. 2025. This event happened in 2021.
He said, he said 12 years.
January 2025, neither he or lead detectives or any member of law enforcement.
He saw Rocky had it on him previously, and he also saw it in the videos that Rocky shot.
If before those last 2 weeks, didn't you get a message from us? Didn't you get a message from us? No, Mr. Lowe, you didn't get a message from me. Detective Flores already cleared that up pretty clearly. You didn't get a message from you. They knew he didn't contact 12. They knew he didn't try to contact 12 2 weeks ago.
Right, but they wanted to put it on 12 to say you should have, the prosecutor was like, you should have contacted the prosecution's office. You know, your friend, your best friend is being charged, being accused, and you should have contacted us. Really?
Question past that. Okay. Sorry. Okay, well, you heard the testimony, you saw what happened. You figured out what it was all about, but 12 he was asked, didn't you get a message from us in the past? When Detective Flores said, no one left him a message, no one tried to reach him. So I don't want to disparage anyone, but you just got to ask yourself, why was that question asked if it didn't happen?
Because they want to put the defense witness on blast to say that, hey, you had your friend been accused of this and that, and you didn't try to come and clear, talk to us and help clear his name. Take the responsibility on the defense's witness. But usually, anything going down with somebody, you got a warrant on you, or you got this or this and that, they gonna come get you. They gonna contact you. So that's what he's trying to make plain.
5 months after the incident on the piece of alarm in November 2020, 5 months later. So the fact that there was no problem, it means absolutely nothing. You heard what happened to the problem way before that. And here's this also, think about this. And why was there no problem in the house? You heard why Rocky, for that 5-6 month period, carried the problem on advice of security. Because he'd been subject to episode of violence and a stalker. His face was slashed.
And he got stabbed in the club. Him and ASAP 12, he got stabbed in the club before. And stalkers at the house, right? Yeah.
At home, had licensed firearms.
And then you're a public figure. You're a celebrity. You're a rapper. You got to have some kind of security. I think we all need security, really. Because there's just so much happening, nowadays. I need my security.
And a cop gun would be useless there, obviously. Also, with the registered guns found in Rocky's house, I asked Detective Flores if they were legally registered to Rocky, and they objected. They objected to that question.
That's an improper.
Well, those in fact were registered to Rocky. Legal. Others were registered to Lou. Legal. Everything in that house is complete and given back to Lou Lemon, who was there at the time of the search.
All the guns in Rocky's house, He had him registered legally.
Made that.
Him and Luke.
Just look at guns. They were two of them were one ministers and two was Rockies. They were definitely legal and registered.
So, you know, you have to check out the different laws in different states when it comes to, in other words, Rocky had the guns registered legally in his home,
There's been no dispute over that at all.
but, you know, the laws would be different. You couldn't carry no registered gun on the street,
Search for the truth.
you know, so it would be common sense to have a proper gun. Your gun is registered for the house. It's not registered for the outside, it's registered for the inside of your home. So, you know, he can't take it. In other words, he got a registered gun, it's registered for his house, but he taking it out on the street. No, you can't do that.
Nothing.
The laws are different, like I said, in every state.
But
Different
saying
states,
liar
different countries.
is not impeachment. You didn't move them off their story once they were consistent. They stayed exactly consistent with their story the entire time because the truth is easy to remember. The truth is easy to tell.
Yes.
They were not impeached, not once.
They knew A$AP really was lying, but they still kept on using his testimony and videos with him talking in it. But yeah,
No,
what you
it
said.
wasn't black try. I mean, we yelled that it was rated. I mean, at one point, you know, 12 spoke a dialect from his upper, from the street where he's from.
Yeah, but he kept saying, I feel, you feel me?
First, I think he's one of the nicest guys I've ever seen. He said this thing where he's like, you feel me? You feel me?
Right.
That was just a matter of speed. But Mr. Lewin had to hate that. He said, no, I don't feel it. I don't really mean I feel it. I can't feel it.
Improper argument. Overall.
No need to mock a witness opinion here.
Yeah, he said, I can't answer you if you saying it, if you feel me. This case has been really something that's it has been a learning process as
The
well.
financial motives of being here. And again, they don't contradict their testimony. I mean, Mr. Resloman this morning spent a lot of time in their testimony, not about their misstatements or their inconsistencies or contradictions or their impeachments, but just repeated their testimony, but in a sarcastic voice, as if that makes it not true. That's not true. That's definitely not true beyond reasonable doubt. So anyway, the financial motive that they were both crushed on in their cross examinations, 12 and 0, he went 0 from him. For Rocky, nothing. He does home career pretty well. Lou said he makes a portion of his salary for Rocky, and he does. He loves Rocky. They both love Rocky. So no one's trying to pretend to appear as unbiased with us. They love him. But it's an interesting thing, though. They were so concerned about his both of their financial motives. Not once did the prosecution take issue with the fact that their own witness, Remy, was here because of his financial motivation, and only his financial motivation. A $30 million financial motivation. But they're asking Lou Levin, won't you get 20% of your salary from him? Or that poor IT guy who had to fly from Paris did. You made $20,000 last year from him, huh? I mean, their guys looking $30 million. For that. No choice. By the way, Charlie got his $30 million that he wanted, that he said repeatedly. They had no witness in this case, as you now know. Because he'd be on islands where relaxing while they were searching for him. Instead, he wants to use law enforcement as a money collector. Because he didn't care about the police or the city at any times. And if he got his money, he's has to go pound sand. They'll never find him. He's going to be on an island. And he told you how that process works out. Talk about extraordinary bias that they just want you to ignore. They don't mention that. It can't be and it shouldn't be. But it's why we're here in this court. It's why we're all here. what else should be ignored? Despite all prosecution's efforts, despite the blistering questions posed to the both Twelby and Lululemon established these incontrovertible facts. They're not controversial, they're not contested. That Rocky was known carrier of property by his friends. They didn't controvert that at all. The object in his hands on November 6, 2021 was a problem. Relly's own actions on November 6, 2021 confirmed that. Twelby testified during the first altercation. Relly said something to the effect of, shoot that big ass gun, which explains his later conduct, by the way. Now, Relly said he didn't say that. So, now you have to say, who's more credible, more trustworthy? Twelby or Relly? Essentially, you have the words of the two in that regard, in that one thing.
I think 12 is
With his knowledge that was a fake.
more credible to me.
Look what he did after the first altercation. Which
Relly
is
was lying
to get around.
on the stand.
The first altercation by the
You said he didn't know Wally.
he's,
It turns out that he did.
basically pulled a gun
He didn't tell
for-
nobody about the gun range that he went to. So many, there's so
He doesn't
many,
know his big gun.
so many lies from
He continues
ASAP
to
Rocky.
follow the guy who pulls the real gun and pulling him right to kill him.
Did you go follow somebody? Or you thought they had a real GUN? I don't think so.
Think about that. That was so odd.
Because you followed
He said,
ASAP Rocky,
yeah,
followed them, you know, still trying to catch up to Rocky. And after he punched Eels in the face twice, you know.
Berating him as I'm following him.
Really?
Begging him to shoot. Well, see, Detective Flores, but anyway, Detective Flores knows what he thought about that. He testified. He said, that would be an odd thing for Relly to do. His testimony from his trial. Mr. Efron, on December 2021, you asked him why he didn't follow Mr. Mayor's if he knew he had a gun, right? The answer yes, Detective Flores. Question, because according to you, you told him that would seem to be an odd thing to do, right? Well, odd thing to do, I didn't say, right? And Detective